Hey, hello. Welcome to Bad at Board Games.
Well, apparently I am bad at board games.
He isn't a serious gamer, and we have a serious thing to talk about today. He was mad.
This is where...
Want to see Toph get ready? Get ready, people. Here it comes.
Oh, y'all.
So, Toph, tell us about the experience that you had where you were told that you are not a serious board gamer.
Okay.
He's got two of them, actually. Which one do you want to start with? The newest one. Let's start with this. This is really what started this video. I heard this, and I'm like, we're going to make a video about this.
Okay.
Because it's like, really?
Let's start with this. I don't care who you are. I don't... Honestly, if you are... Let's start with a game that I hate. Catan. You've seen the video, you've seen the title, people have talked about it. If that is your favorite game, you are part of this hobby.
Hmm?
Whoever you are, do not be a gatekeeper to the board gaming hobby, please. That's going to be my rant this whole time. What did you ask me? Sorry, I'm still kind of upset, apparently.
You're not an experience. You're not serious. He's not
a serious gamer.
He's so serious.
So, I happened to be at a board gaming event. Brad was at the event, but he was somewhere else. And was flat out told that I am not a serious gamer because I don't participate in the World Series of Board Gaming. And because I like casual gameplay, and because I can be competitive, but I'm not always overly competitive. And for me, it's not all about only winning.
And then the thing that set me off was like, you have to learn in games and how to make sure people lose.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm sorry. If you're in the pro whatever kind of gaming thing, all I could say is if you learn how to play a game that way to make other people lose, never, ever do that outside of that competition.
Yeah.
I can't imagine a worse game to have than it actively, like, it's not just Take That games. This is the game he was playing was not Take That, and they were specifically talking about that game.
Yeah.
Or any,
and it's funny because even at that board game event that we were at, I had a couple of conversations with different people on World Series of Board Gaming. Like, I don't know why it popped up. I don't keep up with the World Board Gaming.
It's like the second year is coming up or something.
Yeah, I was like, I can't even say it. Like World Series of Board Gaming, is that what it is? Like, I don't keep up with that news. It's not that high of interest to me in terms of the hobby. Like, it's fine. I have played competitions. I've played board game competitions before. They're fun. They're enjoyable for the most part. They're not what I enjoy about the hobby, but I've had fun with them. But gosh,
yeah,
it just ruins it. It ruins it. And it's like, not that I care somebody's calling me not a serious board gamer, but I have a feeling that I've become pretty serious into the board gaming hobby.
You would think
having...
Yeah, but you're on a YouTube channel, right?
I mean, I might have once or twice.
We've been doing it for a couple years.
Creating content on a board game
channel thing, right?
Do
you have over 10 games?
I do have more than 10 games.
Do you have over 20 games?
I do have more than 20 games.
Do you have over 30 games?
Are we just talking my collection?
Yeah,
yes, I do.
Over 40 games. Like, at what point do you become a serious board gamer? Comment down below. How many games do you have to own to be a serious board gamer?
I'll tell you how many I think you have to own to be a serious board gamer.
One.
You don't even have to own one.
That's true.
You don't have
we
to
have
own
serious
one
board gamers who come and play our games, so they don't have to go buy them.
Smarter
and beat us all the time. Jamon, Ashby. Well, Derek buys a lot of games.
Derek does, yeah.
And Alex has started to buy games because we're a bad influence.
Yeah, you're welcome, Alex. Ashby's got a handful of games, but I think he also is at the mindset of, hey, Toph, you should buy this game so I can beat you at it. That never comes out of his mouth. Like, he would never say something like that. He just will destroy us in board games.
We win every once in a while, and we shove it in his face.
No, we really don't, because it's humbling.
Exactly. I just like... Take that, Ashby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a horrible human being. I want to make sure I won.
That's not.
Oh my gosh. Kidding.
I just,
but don't do that to people.
Don't do that to people.
Don't do that to people.
I don't get.
And if you were he was at a game to learn.
Yeah.
And this came up. Like, if people are coming to learn a game, teach them, help them strategize. Don't just crush them. Say like, or if they say like, I got it and I want to learn on my own, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, try to keep people from making bad moves so that they can kind of understand the game. Because like, it's not fun to get 25 when everybody else gets 100. It's not.
No, it's
not.
And I'll be honest, it's not fun in the vast majority of situations when you get 100 and everybody else gets 25.
Right.
Like, I like to win. Who does not like to win playing a board game? Like, let's be honest. That's a part of the awe and draw of gaming in general, whether it's video games, board games, sports, like you name it. There's competition, even if it's competitive or cooperative. It's you versus the board game. There's still competition with that. Like, you want to win, but I could care less if I sit down at a table for most situations and win. I want to play. I want to have fun. Now, if it's not fun because somebody is being the fill in the blank, I'm going to do what I can at that point in time to be like, no, I'm going to put you in your place. And I have done that with some games, good Dan, where, I've sat down at a table and there have been people who have been trying to gatekeep it.
Scythe.
I have done that with Scythe.
You did that with Scythe.
Yeah, but you're talking about with our gaming group?
But Alex was just kind of being like a little like, I'm going to get you in a fun way. And so he decided to come over here and kill him. It was all in good fun. Yes. But it was, yes.
But I did flex I've played this game a lot more than anybody else at this table muscle and said, okay, you want to play that way? Let's have some fun. And we had more fun, I think, in that whole everybody
has to
Alex
be involved in it.
Yes. And even Alex was laughing the whole time that he was getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. But that's different. That's not trying to actively keep people out of the hobby. And that's what you are doing when you are gatekeeping games, or when you are being so overly competitive, telling other people that they should not be part of your space when they don't have the same drive to play games, or they don't like the same games, or they don't whatever.
I was surprised. I've never really, and I guess this is the thing, but I just am too naive. There's take that, and then there is, and he brought it up because of the competitive game. Like, you have to play to make sure the other person loses.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, making moves that don't necessarily benefit you, but make sure the other person loses. Like, that's not even take that. And it was not a take that game. Like, that kind of took me off. Like, why is that fun?
Yeah.
Why would that be fun for you? Why would that, like, I don't know. And comment down below, like, I don't feel like our subscribers are that kind of gamer. And I'm sure we don't attract those kind of gamers.
Okay. Our channel is bad at board games.
Yes, you're watching because
there is absolutely nothing polished about our channel. You are not the type of people who are like that. Yeah, we're ranting to the wrong people.
Does anybody go to the Vegas thing?
Well, it's other cities too. Well, that might be the championship, because I know like Pittsburgh has.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyways, and there's competitions all over the place. I mean, and not just in the U.S. I know that Europe has a lot of, especially like Catan and more of the European-driven.
I don't know.
Games.
I mean, I think Magic the Gathering, but Magic the Gathering is like, can I build a better deck and do I have more money than you?
That's
but like I don't ever really associate that with board games.
Well, and I associate that, and this is me stereotyping, which is one of the things I actively lecture on at university.
Don't do that.
Not on how to stereotype. Well, I do on how to stop it, but that's my work in DEI. But tangent, got off on it. I have actively wanted to not get into Warhammer, for example, or wargaming in general, because I was put off by wanting to get into Magic, which is a whole other style of gaming. There's wargaming, there's Magic, or other
dual card,
collectible card games. Yeah. There's the board gaming. There's all these different types of the hobby, and they're all part of our hobby. But I went to what I wanted to call friendly local gaming store, and I wanted to buy a deck of Magic cards, a starter deck, a pre-con, just so that I could see, is this something I want to get into? Because I didn't know. Nobody knows how to pre-construct their own deck if you've never played or been around it. Like, if you want to get into the hobby, you're going to have to do something like that. You're going to have to buy a pre-con. And that's what I wanted to do. I went to the store and was flat out told, if you don't have thousands of dollars, this is not the hobby for you. You need not even try. And it burned me so much from wanting to. I had the freebie starter packs that were passed out. I'm aging myself. Like 15 years ago, Wizards of the Coast would send them to universities, and our university, the university I'm working at, is tied to a denomination. And somebody thought, oh, this is magic, because they saw Wizards of the Coast on it, and they thought it was like actual magic. Yeah. So they're like, we can't pass this out to students. So I was like, well, I'm not a student, so instead of throwing it away, can I take this box? And I knew nothing about this game at the time, like nothing at all. And it sat on my shelf, and some of my other friends who were big into board gaming and Magic at the time, we played. And of course I got destroyed because I had just that deck. It wasn't even pre-con. It was just like the intro cards. And so I had that. And so I wanted to try something, and I ended up finding another friendly local gaming store, which now I love. And it's a different city, but it's same distance from my house. And they were like, come play with us. Like, oh my goodness, here's a fantastic starter deck. Like, this is what you want to do. And it's the mindset of, I was done with this game. I wanted nothing to do with it. And I happened to drive past a place and be like, oh my God, that's a gaming store. Stop, turn around. I was on my way to work. And I stopped, turned around, bought a deck, and they said, come back on this day. And I did. I went back and I ended up playing with them. And now I suck at that game.
Yeah.
But
go watch that video.
But
games
that,
we were horrible at.
Games we were horrible at. That's a fan. Yeah. But that made me want to not get into Warhammer. And then all of a sudden, here's this friend who has
5,000
yes,
miniatures.
Like probably
shelves, 5,000 miniatures.
9 shelves that are like 20 feet wide of nothing but multiple rows of miniatures.
And 2 other rooms full of them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're not even, there's bins of them. And so I want to now get into that. But I had this thought in my mind. And if we are keeping people actively from this hobby, this is a fantastic hobby for everyone. There is something for everyone. Now, if you want to go to a competition, I've done this. I played Catan competitions, and I'm going to go into competition mode. Everybody there is in competition mode. It's not about the joy of sitting down and having fun playing. It's the experience of playing and probably trying to win.
But if you're not at a competition...
If you're not, and if you are, fantastic. If you're a competitive wargamer, fantastic. I love it. Everybody has a place for this hobby. Yes, that's why one of the things I love about this hobby. When you leave that competition and you go into another setting, a local gaming group, a gaming group with new people, whatever it might be.
Somebody new wants to learn to play the game because they've seen it on BGG's top 100 list.
Set aside your competitive side.
Teach them how to be.
Enjoy the game. Yeah, it just... There's no reason to keep people from it. You might be new to the hobby. You might be a casual board gamer. You might be more... I don't even want to say advanced board gamer, because you can play lightweight games and be an advanced board gamer. Like, I don't... Yeah, you can play heavyweight games. How about that?
Curated
you can
board
play
games.
like
I don't even know how.
Yeah, so we like to play heavyweight games. Last night, to celebrate my birthday and my friend's birthday, we played beginner level games because other people that were joining us, even though she and I really wanted to play like the 2 games. Yeah, I took Terraform Mars and Brass Birmingham over so that we could play those games because we both wanted to. And then at the last minute we pivoted and we said, you know what? Let's play these other games instead. And I can't tell you how much fun I had last night. It was some of the best of the 2 games, like 2 beginner games that we played. Yeah, so we played Mysterium and then we played Lords of Waterdeep. 2 games that I enjoy. I own both of them. I don't go to Mysterium on a regular basis, pull it out. It is very good for a party-style game where people want to try something that's not just like Cards Against Humanity. It's good for that. We had a blast playing that game. And then Lords of Waterdeep, let me tell you how... I love that game. You guys probably know it's on my top 100 games. It's always probably going to be there. It's a great game. It's more of a beginner game. It's fun. We've played it as our gaming group. It didn't really, we've enjoyed it. I can't say it's going to be something we bring back often. Man, we had so much fun. Like, that is this hobby. Like, oh gosh, I love this hobby. I love you all. Like, this is what we do. And then all of a sudden you have people who...
You're not serious.
Yeah. I don't consider myself a serious board gamer. Like, I don't know what that definition is. Yeah. But when you are judging somebody by the size of their library or whatever, stop it. Just stop it.
Yeah, it was just kind of funny. I found that interesting, and I wanted to talk about it because I was just like, I didn't know this was a part. So, learn something new every day.
Yeah. And if you're in that situation where somebody is doing that to somebody else, stop them.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be the jerk, but you can deflect and you can say, hey, why don't you come play with our group? Like, we've got a great game over here.
Yeah. Or help them out if you're in the same game. Be like, okay, he's going to try to do this. Call the other person's moves out if you know what they're going to do because you're, at that level or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
So anyways, you guys are serious board gamers. So I just want to go ahead and say that, affirm that with you all. We might be bad at board games, but I mean, I guess you could say that we're serious board gamers. I mean,
I feel pretty freaking serious. I played 119 games last month. I was pretty serious. I've called myself a board gamer snob every once in a while, and I'm not. It's not in a good way, but I'm like, yeah, it happens.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But
so, anyways,
I'm trying not to make anybody else's experience bad because I want more people in this hobby, not less.
Yeah, yeah.
So
find the group that plays how you want to play. And if they don't want to play that way and you want to join into their group, then play like they want to play. And just make the space.
This is to my group. Let me know when you want me to kick him out. Not a problem.
Yeah.
I'll make it happen.
Hey, I won this week.
You did.
I did.
Jerk. I did not. I was so far behind it, dude. So far behind. It was bad. It was so bad.
Now, okay.
So
you had 5 points.
I had
Alex
5.
had 10, and I had 11.
Yeah.
So you
was
weren't
half
that far.
Usually I can get up to 8. I didn't even get past 6.
Look at me being the jerk
flexing.
now. Yeah.
He's
You're
flexing.
obviously not a serious gamer because you only got 5 points.
I'm definitely not serious at Dune. Probably never will win. Wait a minute. That's most of those. Why do I play a lot of different games? So I don't feel like I'm horrible at all of them. This one I may have a chance. So play another one. That way I can forget the one I didn't win last time.
Right. We lose a lot.
You do?
I win a lot of games, but when you really look at
when
the
you
stats,
start to look at how bad I've been losing at Gaia Project, and it's just like, man, losing all the time is just it kind of starts to be. I had to take a break. I had to take a step back. So
obviously, you know our thoughts on this when we sit here and we laugh all the time about our friend Ashby, who is probably one of those people that you would define if you ever just saw him at the long, what'd you say?
He's a board game savant.
Yeah, he's a board game savant.
But actually, Jamon is too. And he's so quiet. Jamon just sits there and is like,
well, that's Ashby too.
I'm not winning.
Ashby's that
fun. Everything's fun. Oh, look, I won. He just sits there all quiet.
I love it. Ashby's he's always smiling. He's always cheery and happy.
Handlebar mustache. Just look at me. Don't worry about me. I'm fantastic. The nice guy.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing so well. You're doing so good. Look. Oh, wow. Good play. Good play. I win. And then there's Jamon, who just literally sits back in his chair.
He's like a poker hand. He's just playing. He's just watching.
Doesn't say much, which fits the personality that I know of him. He'll start laughing, he'll giggle, we'll get into it, and then all of a sudden the game ends and you're counting up the points, and here's all of us, and we're like, oh my goodness, we might pull it off for a win, and there he goes.
He's like, nope. Goodbye.
It's fantastic. Oh, I love it.
Yep.
Even though I'm losing as well, it's so fantastic to watch. So
at least we mix things up enough, which is good.
We do.
Hey, anyway, we've talked a bit. What are your thoughts? Let us know down below. We always like talking with you. And have you ever experienced this? So,
and if you have, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry. Come play games with us. It'll all work out. So
yeah, you can beat us at board games.
Yes, we will make you feel good.
And you don't even have to try.
So just remember, no matter how you play, whether it's solo, with family, or friends,
enjoy whatever games you are bringing to the table.
Have a great night.
Bye.
That was good.